All right, welcome back, guys. I know it's been another minute since you've seen me doing any kind of reviews or doing anything. I understand. We're at about the end of summer. I'm at about the end of my rope for doing construction projects around here at the K6UDA Ranch in the Southern Idaho Command. There's a new law in California. It says that if you're operating ham radio at home, you must be hands-free. Yeah, so that's why we're going to test out a desk mic today. No, actually, we are going to test out a desk mic today. This is the Ailunce SM01 and the Ailunce FT01 foot switch. This is a budget option if you want to go with a desk mic as opposed to the stock hand mic on, say, your IC 7300 or your 991A. This time on K6UDA Radio. We're talking about the Ailunce SM01. This is a desk mic with a flexible boom. I'm going to do a quick little review. I've had this now for about 3 weeks. Been using it on a daily basis with the 7300. Kind of wanted to get something a little bit more convenient than the stock hand mic that I have been using for several years with the 7300. A couple of months ago, Ailunce, they contacted me, asked me if I would be interested in reviewing a new desk mic that they had with a foot switch. I said, sure. So they sent it to me. That's my full disclosure. I promised them an honest review. That's what they're getting. But before we get into this big microphone review, guys, please do me a solid. If you find any value in this video, please give it the thumbs up. Please comment on it. Let me know what you think, if I could have done better, if you agree with the testing methods, all that good stuff. Please give it the thumbs up. Leave the comment. Share the video wherever you can. And please, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. And if you really, really think there's some value in the stuff I'm doing, consider joining me on Patreon or even contributing $1 or $2 on PayPal. I would so appreciate it. And now back to the show. The SM01. It's got a nice heavy base here. Feels very substantial. The plastic doesn't feel cheap on this. It's an XLR mic plugged into an XLR base, so I would assume any other XLR microphone would fit right into this, and you could use that. It has a built-in volume control for a built-in speaker. It has a push-to-talk, and it has an on-off switch, which basically locks the microphone on. Why on earth would your average ham, not the big contester, not a major player, need some kind of a microphone like that, need anything more than the stock hand mic? Two things come to mind very, very quickly, for me at least. Number one, when I'm playing contests, I'm usually typing on the computer. I usually have my logging program up on the computer, and I'm typing in call signs as I'm making contacts. It is a huge benefit to me when I'm doing stuff like that to have a foot switch. I can key the mic, talk into the mic, and continue to type. I can type in whatever information I need. Number two, Some of you may be in net control, having the ability to have a hand mic that locks while you're giving a preamble or you're explaining the rules of the net. That's kind of cool. Having a foot switch and being able to type in names into a program like NetLogger or whatever. That's a huge deal when you're running a net or when you're helping out with a net. And I know a lot of guys are doing that. In order to figure out if this mic stacks up at least to a hand mic, we got to run a couple of tests. So let's get to those couple of tests. We now have the web SDR up and running. Everything is cool, wonderful, and nice. I love it. All right, K6UDA is a frequency in use. All right, guys. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cut out the mic here. So all you're gonna hear is the web SDR, and the mic goes out in 3, 2.
Okay. K6UDA testing the stock hand mic on the AC7300. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. K6UDA in that test.
I'm going to mute the web SDR. I'm going to change the mics. The Ailunce mic is hooked up. We're going to go ahead and run this test again using the same parameters just a minute later.
K6UDA testing the web SDR. This is the Ailunce mic, the Ailunce SM01, and we're trying this out, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. K6UDA and
I will give you the conditions are absolute crap today, and the SDR is pretty limited. So I kind of came up with another test here. Went out into Studio B, set up a camera out there looking directly at my P3, and it's right there by the speaker. So you had good, clean audio. I turned this down to almost nothing. So it's putting out like a watt, maybe 2-3 watts. I don't know. And I tried both the hand mic and the SM01. Here's the results of that test.
All right, this is K6UDA doing a mic test of the Ailunce mic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. K6UDA in test. And K6UDA doing a test of the ICOM hand mic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is K6UDA in test. And one more time on the Ailunce SM01 hand mic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. K6UDA in test.
Now here's the review part. I give the SM01 and the foot switch as a package as they were sent to me. I give it an overall B-. Now, why a B-? The SM01, real happy with that. I think the quality of the audio is on par with the hand mic. It might not be quite as punchy as the hand mic, but you could hear it. It sounded good. It was clear. It was crisp. Had a little bit more echo than I might have liked. but overall, very, very readable, both on the SDR and direct there in Studio B. The foot switch is what brings it down. I think the mic itself, I would have given it A minus because it is, I think it's a good quality build. It feels solid in your hand. It feels solid sitting on the desk, and it looks good. The foot switch is what brings it down to a B minus. Now the foot switch works, and right now works well. I have some other foot switches. I have a foot switch from Heil, and I have a foot switch from Radio Sport. And let me tell you, after 3 or 4 years in my old shack and now out in Studio B, everything was still carpeted, but those foot switches got pretty beat up. You're stepping on the thing with your shoes, with bare feet, with whatever, and they get knocked around. And I just don't know how this plastic foot switch is going to hold up in the long run. Yes, it switches everything right now. It's got a nice positive spring. It does spring back. The thing is big. It's like a freaking gas pedal. So you're not going to miss it. And that is maybe a problem too. I don't know if that would actually present itself as a problem. The other foot switches that I have are small and flat on the ground. This is like a big gas pedal. At $50 for the microphone, $19 for the foot switch, I think it's a decent value for an entry level to mid-size kind of a setup. Probably not gonna use this on the K3 out in Studio B. Anyway, guys, information on this thing in the description below. I hope this one helped you. Short little video. We'll catch you next time. I'm Bob, K6UDA, and I'm out of here. 7-3.